What's going on, guys? So this is Anthony here from Anthony Tech. So in today's clip, I'm gonna be showing you guys the iPhone 7 and the iPhone 10s for the long-term review. So I had the iPhone 7 for about, at the moment, I had the iPhone 7 for about a little bit over a year now, and I had this one ever since it came out. So this is the iPhone 10s. So nice stuff there for the iPhone 10s. Let's get into the phone, the notch out there. Now I am filming on my iPhone 10s Max, as you can see right there. But today's video, oh my gosh. Today's video, what I want to show is, should you get it for the long-term review? Now the iPhone 7, let's start off with the key specifications here. So the iPhone 7 has a Apple A10 chip, which is not old. It's still receiving updates, and it's still receiving pretty good. This fits with 2 gigabytes of RAM and an Apple 3-core GPU. So you got 2 high efficient and 2 low efficient. So when you're like doing heavy stuff, it'll operate on the heavy efficient. But if you're doing like everyday use, it'll operate on low efficiency. Now you do have a 4.7-inch LCD Retina display. This is a 1750 by, hold on, let me actually, yes, you do get a 4.7-inch display. This is, now LCDs is pretty good. I actually love it. But the display resolution, what you get is 1334 by 750. That's 326 pixels per inch. So in terms of the display there for the iPhone 7, like I said, is pretty good. Now, the camera's out here. Let's go to the camera. You can't take 4K 60 like you do on most phones, but the camera is still, let's take one for my 10s. So let's take the photo. Now if we zoom in here, as you can see right there, look at how sharp that text is right there. That's pretty good for a 2-year-old phone. Now let's talk about the iPhone 10s. So the iPhone 10s has the new Apple A12 chip. The Apple A12 chip has 4 gigabytes of RAM. This has a 5.8-inch OLED Super Retina display. So OLED 2436 by 1125, higher pixel density at 458. Now what you do find on both devices is 3D touch, so you can press on them, get to many different options. Now both of these have the same cameras, but the 10s you can do portrait photos, you can change the feel right there. You can do a lot of stuff, but the iPhone 7 is not missing out on a lot. Now battery life, the iPhone 7 is suffering here. So if we go to the battery capacity, go to the battery, as you can see there, the iPhone 7 sits at 85%, while the iPhone 10s sits at 99%. So battery is pretty good. Now let's do a boot up test to see which one is which when it comes to this boot up test. Okay, so we're gonna power the iPhone 7 off. Okay, so both of them in its glory. The iPhone 7 is slightly shorter and the iPhone 10s is slightly wider, okay? So let's click them at the same time in 3, 2, 1, okay? So the first Apple logo you see is the iPhone 7, but it doesn't mean that the iPhone 10s will boot up. So let's start them off. 3, 2, 1, okay? So there it goes right there. Had a little issue there for the iPhone XS. Didn't power on first, but as you can see, the iPhone 7 finished first. So 1, 2, 3. About 3 seconds later, the XS. So I think the iOS 12 is better optimized for the iPhone 7 when it comes to the iOS 12 thing. Now, the speed is similar. So if we go to the news application, the iPhone 7, okay, surprisingly there. Let's go to mail. That was the iPhone XS. Let's go to photos. The iPhone XS is slightly faster advanced, but does that count in a real day world? Absolutely not. Now, if we go into, like, let's say games, of course the iPhone XS is gonna win there when it comes to games. But like when it comes to, let's say we go to YouTube here. The iPhone 7 says, hey man, shut up. I'm gonna win here in this one. Let's go to Best Buy. The iPhone 7, so the iPhone 7, and just to take notice, the displays is at maximum brightness. I wish True Tone was here, but like I said, True Tone just adapts the color. So which one is gonna be faster? The iPhone XS is slightly faster, better. Automation, let's go to Instagram. Okay, so nice stuff there for the iPhone XS. Now the XS goes home faster, so it don't matter how fast you click it. If you click the home button first, it'll still go home faster over the XS. Now, the build. Let's talk about the build quality. So I should have talked about this first. The iPhone XS has a stainless steel frame. So the top, I like this little thing they got. Side right there, they got antenna bands. This is the LTE gigabit thing. I love it. It's powerful. The speakers on this thing is pretty dang good. The Face ID, like I said, let's do this right quick. So let's just tap, and you're in there just like that. Next is on the table. I just like when it's on the table and you can't look at it, but if you swipe, it'll just go into the phone just like that. Now, when it comes to the RAM, let's do a RAM test. Let's go back to the applications. Okay, let's see, do we find any reloads? Best Buy is a pre-application. No reloads there. What about YouTube? Nope, I meant that. Yeah, so when it comes to, let's go to mail. When it comes to the app thingy, the iPhone takes it there. Both of the iPhone takes it there. Now, when it comes to the speakers, the iPhone XS is like stereo, so as well as the iPhone 7. So I forgot that here. If you hold it down here, it'll come out from the bottom. Hold it here, come out from the top. Same thing. The call quality is pretty good for the iPhone XS and the iPhone 7. Now, like I said, this display has a 5.8 inch, so it feels just like the iPhone 7. But if I go to Instagram, you can see much better screen. But when you're watching video here, let's go. Let's say you watch. Let me put on my board. So if you watch video, you're gonna love this experience. Whereas if you crop out the notch at the XS, the notch gets in the way. see. But like I said, that's nothing there when it comes to that regards. Hey, 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 hey. Alright, let me stop. Okay, hey. Okay, so I'm gonna break my phone here. But let's just put this back a little bit. But like I said, the iPhone 7 is a great buy. The iPhone 10s higher. The iPhone 7, the price for the iPhone 7. So the iPhone 7, as of right now, if you get the smaller boy, that starts at $499, goes up from there. If you get the 7 Plus, the bigger guy, it starts off at $569. So right now, this device is pretty came down way in price. If I were you, I would just get the iPhone 7 Plus for its predecessor if you like big phones. But if you like smaller phones, get the iPhone 8. That's what I would think. That's close to the iPhone 7. Now, this device here is pretty dang expensive. This starts at $999 for 64, $1349. No, I think it's $1239 for 256, and 512 is $1350. So the sweet spot for this thing is 128. The sweet spot for this one is 256. Now, if you get the 128 gigabyte iPhone 7, that's gonna run you $549. So that's that. Now, if you get the iPhone 10s, like I said, and 256 gigabytes, that's gonna start you off at $1149. So I should have just, pay attention to this. Now, I'm gonna post this. I'm gonna see how many views I get, and from that base, I'm gonna do this boy and the bigger 10s Max. So if you want more content of that, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Other than that, we're gonna see you next time. Oh yeah, and I will be giving away this iPhone 7. So if you want to see more content on this, just make sure you comment below. Should I give it away? Should I keep it? Probably, I would just say optimize is better. But other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.